Hi guys, this is a Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is What If Deku had water manipulation part 3. As we start our What If with, Inko. As Inko and Luna are getting dragged into the throne room at Amazon Queen. I forget, I totally forget her name. It starts with a P. I know that for a fact. Fifthly Oddest or something like that. I'll just call her, I won't have to worry about that because, Inko's her daughter. So he's like, as they get thrown off, they get thrown to the ground, both of them. As they have swords, swords drawn on them. As she's like, the queen's like, I'm very disappointed in you, Inko. Inko doesn't say anything. As Luna's like, why are we listening to this bitch? Let's kill her. As they get drawn pretty fast closer to them as they get, blazed against their necks. As Inko's like, stop it, daughter. As she's like, daughter. As Luna, get that blade off me if you want to die. As the Amazons, watch your tongue, girl. As it goes, don't, Luna. As she throws ice, knocking the Amazon against the wall. As she throws shards at the queen, her grandmother. As Inko stops her. Mother, why'd you save this woman? It's hard to, she's your grandmother. I don't care if she's my grandmother. I don't know what, I don't know what history you have between her. I don't care. We left Izuku alone. She's adamant about that, so. As she, insolent child, as she slaps Luna in the face, the queen, her grandmother. As as Luna gets up, as she forms her hand into ice claws, as she's about to attack, as several Amazons pin her down, as she's like, when I get out of here, I'm going to kill you. As she's like, take them away. I don't have time for this. As, before you're taken to your cells, you know what? You broke our law. As she's like, you're a fool. You honestly think you're making a terrible mistake, mother. As she's like, what do you mean, daughter? You left my son alone without guidance, proper guidance. Sorry. you don't realize what you've done. As they're getting pulled away, marks my word, mother, the dashes are on your hands. As they're getting dragged away into the cell, as we cut to Izuku. As Izuku's in his cell now. Now the cell, force field, all around the area, around the cell, but there's air vents. That's stupid idea, but let's continue. As Izuku finally gets up, as it's been a couple hours, he says, pacing around his cell, as he's looking up, vent, perfect. As Starfire comes in. Oops, sorry guys. Let's stop that from happening. As she's like, hello there, I'm Starfire. Can I have a word with you? As he's like, where's my family? And she's like, sorry. I don't know exactly where our location is. Wonder Woman would know, and who's that? The woman that captured your mother. As he gets visibly upset, as you know, as Izuku's like, then we have nothing to talk about. Bring back my mother. Bring back my family, or else. As he doesn't talk to her anymore, as she's tried, as Starfire's like, and Raven's like, so how did it go? Not too well. The boy's very animate about his family. What did you see in his memories? As she's like, I saw a lot of death. He's dangerous. He, he's very dangerous. Wouldn't it be easier just to stick him in, as much as Batman would like to? We can't, because he's still 14 years old. He's your age, Raven. He's alone, and he is angry. I can see that. As Diana. Oh, hello, Starfire. Is he here? Where is he? He's in a cell, but I don't think it's a good idea for you to go in there. As Batman was, oh, Batman, you're here too. Yes, I want to see the young boy as well. As they both get in, as Izuku sees Wonder Woman, and she's like, hello, nephew. Hello, young man. I'm Wonder Woman. As she doesn't tell him his nephew yet. As he's like, what do you want? As she's like, we need to have, let's have a civil talk. As he's like, where's my mother and my sister? She's like, they're out of your reach. As he's like, bring them, release them, or there's going to be death. As Batman's like, what do you mean, death? As Izuku points his finger at Batman. You, I have no quarrel killing you right now. As Izuku shoots, several water bullets as it reflects off the shield. As the shield wasn't visible, but now it is. As Batman's like, so you're, as Batman, Wonder Woman's surprised he's willing to kill straight off the bat. As Izuku says, release my mother and sister, or the deaths will be on your hands. As Batman's like, you can't do nothing in the cell, kid. Can I? Mr. Bats? I believe this belongs to you. As he throws a batarang on the ground. When I'm done, you're going to wish you let me kill. Oh, sorry. When I get done with you, you're going to be begging for me to kill you. As Ezekiel's like I said, the deaths are on your hands. As Ezekiel forms his whole body into water, jumps through the vent. As Batman set the alarm off, we need his location now. As Raven's like, what's going on? Wonder Woman's like, he escaped through the vents. How? I don't know. Apparently he could do a lot more with his abilities than I thought. As we cut to Izuku, as Izuku gets out of the vent, as he leaves the area, puts a hood over his head, as he grabs a hood. Sorry, let me do this. As he sees someone walking over, like he escaped the Teen Titans headquarters. So as he's reforms in the street somewhere, as he sees someone in a hoodie, as he shoots, as he's like water bullet, as he points his finger, water bullet shoots the guy, shoots the civilian in the head, grabs his hoodie, puts it on, as he walks through the city. As Batman's on his tail. As a Wonder Woman, do you have any sign of him? Not yet, Bruce. Starfire, what about you? Nothing. Raven, no signs. As they're scanning the city, as he's like, shit, shit, shit. As Batman's like, so, do you think he's do you think he's good with his promise? I personally think he would kill. As she's like, yeah, if he's anything like my sister, yeah, we need to hurry. As Izuku is on top of the building, it's a busy street. Well, yeah, it's a busy, marketplace. As several people are, going about their day. As Izuku's like, I gave him a chance. Now we're doing things my way. I will have my family back. As he's like, water bullet barrage. As he's shooting several civilians, as the death, the the death toll is quite a lot. As he wiped out the whole area. As Batman comes through, as he sees the carnage, it's like, my God. Didn't I tell you, Batman? The death will be on your hands. I'm just getting started. As he forms in the water, as he dissipates in steam, as he disappears. Diana, we need to stop this now. As there's that. We need to call Soups. We need to take him down. But he's still, but Starfire's like, but he's still a child. I know, Starfire, but he's a very dangerous child, nonetheless. He needs to be taken down and confined. Then we can sort this all out. Do you have any objections, Wonder Woman? No. My nephew is getting out of hand. As there's that. As Batman contacts Clark. As Clark is at home with his wife, Lois. And yeah, he has a son, but I'm not worried about that. Well, that's more into the Young Justice territory. So, Young Justice, sorry, Young Justice is a thing in this What If, but we haven't got that far, so we're not worried about that for right now. As you have Izuku reform, as he's in a mall, as he is placing several ice flowers, well, forming several ice flowers on the ground. As there's a lot of them. As like, what the hell is this? As the ice flower starts blowing up, piercing several of the civilians, killing a whole lot of them, hurting a whole lot of them. He doesn't care. As Izuku's like, their deaths are in our hands. I have no quarrel. As he's like, nothing personal. As a man's coughing up blood. As he's like, nothing personal. But I gave them a chance. Water bullet. As he shoots him in the head. As Superman got there too slow. As he grabbed Izuku's hand. He's like, that's enough, young man. My God, what have you done? As he's like, I gave them a warning. And I'll give you one as well. Return my family, or there's going to be a whole lot of deaths on your hands. He's like, that's enough, young man. I'm taking you in. As Izuku's like, very well, then you will die as well. As he punches Superman in the face, as he goes flying. As Izuku, sorry. As Izuku punches him, as he gets flying out the mall, through a wall, hitting a field truck. where they refuel the gasoline at gas stations. As it blows up, everyone's screaming. As you have a man in the distance, blonde hair, with a suit. As he's like, huh, I like him. With his power, those Amazons are good as dead. As that's the mystery person. Don't worry, it will get explained in this part. So as Izuku walks out of the hole that he made, as Superman comes in, punches him, as he takes the hit, as he moves back a little bit, as he's like, "Is that all you got?" Grabs him by the throat, as he's like, with his other hand, point blank range on his skull or on his face, water bullet barrage. As several water bullets hit Superman while Izuku's holding him down, as he throws him aside like a piece of trash. As Superman, that hurt. As he's like, kid's powerful. As Wonder Woman comes rushing in, punching, as she grabs Izuku behind his hands behind his back, and she's like, "That's enough, nephew. I mean, that's enough, young man." As he's like I said, return my family, and this all stops. If not, then there's going to be a lot of bodies. As a flower drops, as a flower forms, as a flower is created, right by Wonder Woman, as it explodes, as it pierced her a little bit, as Izuku kicks her side of the head, as she goes flying, as he's like, all right, who's next? As Superman's like, huh, I'm not done with you. You're strong for a kid, but you're gonna have to do a lot more than that. As he's like, as Izuku's, surprised, as he's like, what are you? You're clearly not normal. And she's like, oh, I'm Superman. But you're gonna have to do a lot better than to hurt a Kryptonian. Kryptonian. Don't know what that is, but it doesn't matter. As Izuku, as Izuku creates ice, as several shards of ice coming towards Superman, as Superman, punches it out of the way, as he swipes it out of the way, as he's walking towards Izuku, as he's throwing ice picks at him. As Izuku says, the first time Izuku fought someone besides Wonder Woman, that they don't die right away. As Izuku kind of smirks a little bit, as he's actually having fun. As he's like, I'm impressed. Superman. Not every day I come across an opponent of your caliber. But nevertheless, you're still going to die. As Superman goes to punch Izuku, as his body turns into water. As he forms water over Superman's head, as he's drowning him, as Superman's gasping for air, as Izuku kicks him, as he goes flying, as the puddle of water over his face, the bubble, it's still over his head. It's not going away. As Superman tries to uses heat ray, it goes right through it, but it just forms back into it. As he goes down to his knees, it's like, I gotta stop. Oh, as Wonder Woman throws her lasso around Izuku, as the puddle, it took some concentration for Izuku to do that. So as the puddle of water over Superman's head dissipates, drops, as he's breathing for air. Thanks, Diana. The kid's vicious. He's like, the kid's way too bloodthirsty. And she's like, you're not going anywhere, Izuku. We're going to have, we're going to have a little talk. As you have this man comes in his armor, as he punches Superman, as he goes flying pretty far, as Diana looks over as she's like, Ares, what are you doing here? As Ares walks over, simple. All right, in this what if, I couldn't like. I know in one of the versions, Ares is Wonder Woman's brother, and one other when they rebooted the series, they made her into his like he was her mentor. But in this one, Ares is her brother. So, and she's like, brother, what are you doing here? It's simple. This one over here, as he punches Wonder Woman, as he rips off the lasso. This one has promise. As he looks, who are you? As he's like, my name is Ares, God of War. I know what you're after, kid, and I could help you. Come with me, and I could show you where your parents. I know the location of where they're being held. All you have to do is take my hand, Izuku. As Diana's, don't trust him. As Izuku throws, as these water bullet barrage, as several water bullet barrage come straight at Wonder Woman, as she reflects it with her bracelets, as he's like, water blade. A big one. As she blocks with her bracelet, but she gets flown back. As he's like, you better be lying or I'll kill you as well. As he's like, don't threaten me, boy, I'm a god. What do you say? Do we have a deal? As he's like, a deal. As he grabs, as Deanna, rush, as Ares like, too bad, sister. But you and your people's days are numbered. As he laughs, as they disappear, as Wonder Woman smacks the ground, and she's like, my God. Superman's, where's the boy? Ares took him. Ares, as he's like, my God, Diana, this is going to be bad. As she's like, I know. With my nephew's abilities and Ares' knowledge, I need to get back to Mother. As she flies off, as she needs to get back to her mother fast. As you have Ares and Izuku. As he's in a, not sure what to say. He can't go to Mount Olympus because he's not a god, but one of his domains. It's like a pocket dimension. As he's like, where are we? We're in one of my pocket dimensions, Izuku. Where's, you know the location, tell me. And he's like, I will tell you. We will rescue your family in due time, my boy. But first, I could teach you. I want you to, I'll be training you. As he's like, I don't want training, I want my family. As he's like, as you are, you won't be a match. But with my training and my direction, you're going to be you're going to be someone to reckon with. What do you say, Izuku? Fine. How long is this training? It could be it all depends. As she goes over to her mother finally. Daughter, what are you doing here? Something happened. As Ares took my nephew. As she's like, nephew? Inko's youngest? he massacred a whole lot of people just to bring me to to release his mother and sister. He's willing to do whatever's necessary to get his family back. As she gets all the guards a high alert, because when it comes to Ares, yeah, they're on whole high alert. As Diana and the Queen goes to the cell, as she's like, "What do you want now, Mother?" It's your son. What of it? As Ares has him, as she's visibly upset, as she sprays a water bullet on the wall. What? And you allowed it? As Mother, what's going on? Huh. Daughter, seems like the worst person that could come in contact with Izuku has happened. The God of War. A god? I told you about our lineage, dear daughter, but that's not what's important right now. Do you have any idea what you've done? By separating from my son, from my careful handling, you have gave Ares a most dangerous weapon. You don't seem to understand the severity of the situation, Mother. She's like, but he's just a man. He's just a male. He might be your son, but he's not one of us. I could care less what happens to the human world, the men world. And she's like, you don't understand, Mother. He's not going to stop until he frees us. If he's going to have them, he'll massacre everyone here. And she's like, what? Yeah, my son doesn't have a. He's different from the rest of my children. As Mom's right. He's different. He doesn't show remorse. He doesn't have a conscience. He does pure raw, calm fury. I've seen my brother do some really messed up things. My other brother. Sorry, I forgot what I named him, the other brother, but Wrath. He's a bit psychotic. Well, not really. The eldest, my older brother. He's quite vicious, but nothing compared to little Izuku. As we cut to Ares and Izuku, as he's like, "Show me what you could do." As very nice. Now they're going to train for about a year, so he's training Izuku on all sorts of things, fighting combat, tactics, as he's grooming him to be his perfect weapon. As he's like, excellent, Izuku. This year, you have impressed me. You could even probably kill me if you wanted to. As Izuku's like, yes, I wouldn't. You've taught me quite a bit. I do appreciate the tutelage you have offered me, Ares. As he's like, good, my boy. I think you're ready. As he's like, thank you, Ares. As he's like, good, my boy. Let's go collect your family. Your sister and your mother. And when you see the other Amazons, what will you do, Izuku? Kill them all. Excellent, my boy. Excellent. Let's begin. As you have. Give me a second here. As they disappear, as they're in the air. All in there. Give me a second here. Now, I'm saying Izuku could fly because he's related to Wonder Woman. So yeah, he could fly. So I guess I kind of forgot to mention that part, but yeah, he could fly. So as they're hovering around over the city, sorry guys, I have to go to the bathroom. As they're floating over the island, as, all right, my boy, the floor is yours. As Ares takes a back seat, just to watch that carnage. As Izuku forms a water dragon, as it over the city. As he talks, he's able to communicate through the dragon. So this how this makes sense. As he's like, "Attention, Amazons, return my family or face death. I give you 24 hours. If you do not return my family, your fate is sealed." As the dragon dissipates, as all the Amazons are, a little bit worried. As mother, as my queen, they have arrived. What did a report? If they formed some sort of dragon, some sort of water creature, and he said you have 24. They said we have 24 hours to release Inko and her daughter, or he's going to just start massacring everyone. We need orders, ma'am. Everyone, bunker down. Arm everyone. As Izuku, after he waits 24 hours. As he's like, very well. Very well, they chose their fate. As Ares and Izuku goes on to the land on the island. As several Amazons charge on their location. As Izuku stops them using water manipulation. As they're like, I can't move. What the hell? As Izuku takes one of the blades, as he's about to chop off her head off, as he forms a water, like a ice blade, as it's like a long katana. It's basically a ice katana. As Izuku's like, I gave you 24 hours. As he's about to, slice the lady and chop her head off, as the lasso gets wrapped around his arm. As she's like, that's enough, nephew. Nephew? As he's like, we're family. Stop this madness. Ares is just using you. I know. Of course he's using me. But he offered me, yeah, he might be using me, but he offered me power he offered me power. He taught me so many things. As he pulls on the lasso, as she goes flying. As Izuku, you're next. Huh. Guess I'm gonna have to kill you too. I gave you 24 hours. You're all doomed. As Izuku starts firing on several of the Amazons. And several of the Amazons that can't do anything because of Izuku. Several of their sisters, charge at them and throw them on the ground. As several ice sharks was about to kill them. Sisters, we need fall back. As Izuku, he's not playing around. He's not. As several were up over the time, as one woman gets up, charges Izuku as Ares grabs her by the face, slams her into the ground, puts his foot over her head. As she's, Izuku. As he pulls her hair, lift her head up to watch what's about to happen. You're gonna sit there and watch, sister. As Ares, what the hell you're plotting? Simple. My new weapon will take care of you Amazons. I should have done. I should have killed you a whole lot of you off a long time ago. As several Amazons are running, as he's like water bullet, barrage, as he hits all of them, as blood splatter everywhere. They're not dead, but they're severely injured. Izuku was off the just a little bit because they were pretty far away. It's like as Izuku's as he's like as Izuku walks over to him. Only reason you're alive because you got lucky. As he kicks the Amazon in the face. Sit there and watch, sister, while your precious people get destroyed by your own nephew, no less. The irony in this, it's so lovely. And with him causing so much chaos, I'm gaining in power, sister. You're no longer you're no longer a match for me. As Aries been feeding off Izuku's causing chaos, and he lives off war, so the more war happens, the whole God of War thing, so yeah, he's getting more powerful as Izuku's causing more chaos. As Izuku, gets further into the island, as several Amazons try to get into the way, as they charge him with spears. Izuku grabs the spear and elbows one of them in the face as she goes flying. She goes flying through a couple trees. As he's been single-handedly, dismantling them quite easily. As Ares told him he could kill. Only one he needs to kill, if he's going to kill, is to kill the queen, your grandmother. As this was a flashback. As a flashback, sorry. As it's not really a flashback. He told Izuku to, if you're going to kill anyone, make sure you kill the queen. So as he's going for the leader. Izuku knows you cut off the head, the rest will fall in line. As several of the Amazons get into the location, as they're shooting arrows, as Izuku reflects every arrow as water bullets, as he shoots them in the air, as they're falling on the ground. Fall back, sisters. We need to get. He's heading to the palace, or he's heading to the queen's palace. I'm not sure if they have a palace or not. Well, we must protect the queen. As Izuku, finally gets up, as several of the Amazons get ready for combat with the swords. As he's like, interesting. So you want to play with weapons now, do you? I guess I can oblige. As Izuku creates a blade. Now he's 15 now. So, there was a time skip because of the whole training. I could have done a whole training montage, with Ares, but, let's continue. As Izuku creates ice katana, as he's like, as they both charge, as Izuku, as one of the Amazons swing her sword, as the other one tries to bash Izuku with her shield. As it goes right through Izuku, as it is just water. As Izuku kicks the one with the shield, grabs the one by the neck, throws her into the door. As the throne door opens, as all the queen sees as one of her Amazons get tossed right into a wall. As Izuku, is walking. And Izuku's like, so you must be the queen. Or should I say, grandmother. I'll give you one more chance. Because of your relationship with my mother. Because you're my grandmother. release my sister and my mother at once, or I'll wipe you, or I'll start killing. As she's like, I will not do that. You shouldn't even be on this island. As Izuku, as she gets her sword, as Izuku shoots a water bullet at her knee, as she falls down on her knee, as she starts screaming, as Izuku starts shooting water bullets on her shin, as Izuku kicks her into a wall, as he's like, I gave you a chance. Goodbye, grandmother. Water bullet. As we cut to Inko and Luna, as they're hearing the battle, as she's like, damn it. It seems like brothers here. As mother, we need to stop him. This is getting way out of hand. Agreed, daughter. As much as I hate my mother, but I need to protect my son and get that bastard away from him. Daughter, will you? As she freezes the door as Inko punches it, as the metal door shatters, it hits the wall. As they're running through, as she sees Izuku, his foot on his own grandmother, as he's forming a water bullet. Water bullet. As Inko, rushes over there, grabs Izuku's hand, and she's like, that's enough. Izuku, that's enough. As he's like, mother, you're free. As he puts his finger away. As, there's that. As Ares, I told you to kill the woman. As Ares comes in, throws Wonder Woman on the floor. It's like, Izuku, we had a deal. Kill her now. As he's like, yes, Ares. As Inko's like, stop. As his grandmother eyes widen. As Inko punches Ares in the face. As he goes flying. As Luna's like, stop it, brother. This is enough. As she grabs his face, listen, it's me. You don't have to listen to it anymore. As he's like, we had an agreement. As that's happening, as Luna's trying to reason with Izuku, and he's not really reasonable right now, as Ares and Inko are fighting, as Inko gets thrown on the wall, getting stomped on, as he grabs her by the hair. I was gonna let you live, but I changed my mind. Don't worry, I'll take care of your son for you. As he stabs her, doesn't kill her, but stabs her. As Izuku sees that, as he creates a water blade, hitting Ares and throwing him into a wall. As he's like, mother, are you right? Bastard. I'll kill you for this. As he's visibly upset now, as all the water in the palace is all hovering, creating ice, as he's throwing as he's throwing, what's it called? Sorry guys, water spikes at Ares, as he's blocking it. As he's like, I'm doing you a favor, kid. Doing you a favor, Izuku. Your family's making you weak. It's simple. I just need to cut the weakness out of you. As he punches Izuku, as he's going flying. As the gods had enough of this now. As Zeus appeared out of nowhere, grabs Ares by the hand. He's like, "That's enough, son. Father, what are you doing here? You trying to ruin my plans? As much as I don't care about these things, but you're disturbing the balance of things. I think it's about time, I think it's about time I ground you." As he throws lightning in point blank range at Ares. As several other gods grab Ares as we'll deal with Ares mortals. You handle that abomination, as he points to Izuku. You should have killed him before he was even born. But don't think what you've been doing, mortal, that it has gone unnoticed. There will be judgment as Zeus disappears. As Inko, unties her sister. As she's like, "Sorry. Like I said, you shouldn't have left my boy alone." As the queen gets up, "I want them all in chains." As Izuku's like, "I don't think so." As Wonder Woman comes in, lasso him again, because, that's the only way to stop him right now. And she's like, "Mother, he's your grandson. I know your hatred for, the male population, the males in general, but he's still family. He needs to serve some sort of judgment." As they call the Justice League, as you have Starfire and Raven. "Oh, good for you to come, Diana. So what happened?" As they see the carnage all over the island. "Did he do this?" "Yeah, but my nephew stopped." As she's, talking to her mother, and she's like, I will not let you prison my son. He's still a boy." "I don't want, look at the carnage he created." "Yeah, but you're the one who did it. He he wouldn't act like this if I wasn't around. He needs proper guidance. He needs proper. He needs someone to. Sorry. He needs a Sorry. He needs proper guidance." Well, I can't pronounce that right now, so I'm a mess. I'm messing it up. So he needs someone to lead him to the right way. I've kept him in check all his life. So as Wonder Woman, Starfire, and Raven comes in as Izuku's pissed. As he's like, "When I'm gonna get out of here, I'm gonna kill you." As he goes towards Wonder Woman. Love you too, nephew." As she pats him on the head. "Stop patronizing me. As soon as I get out here, I'm a." As Inko's like, "That's enough, Izuku." As, "Yes, mother. Now I want you to go and apologize to your grandmother." As he's like, "No, I refuse to apologize to that woman. She's the one who took. She's the one who took you in the first place. It's fine, sweetheart. She's your family. Maybe you two need a." As one woman's like sets him down. "Now apologize to your grandmother. Do what your aunt says. Or as Izuku, Wonder Woman told him to apologize, and so did Inko. So he's like, sorry, I tried to kill you, I guess. Yes. She's like pissed. I don't even know where to start with you, boy. As much as I want to put you in chains, you are my grandson. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'll leave your fate to these lovely ladies over here. As it's Starfire, and it's just like, as one Wonder Woman's like, as Inko hugs her baby, and she's like, don't worry, Izuku, we'll be fine here. We just got a light charge. We'll be, don't worry, we'll be out eventually. My mother is stubborn, but she wouldn't harm me, her own child. And what I did wasn't too bad. I just released, your father when he was in prison. And she's like, I don't even know. You're like, who is my father? And she's like, we, you're far too young to know about that yet, just yet. That's what you always say, mother. As, sorry, as Inko mothers notice that little, interaction as Starfire's like, all right, come on, Izuku. As if now as his aunt Wonder Woman, Diana's like, if I take this off, you're not gonna start trying to kill me. For now, marks my word, Wonder Woman, I will kill you. I just feel the love with you already. As she, unties him, she's like, as she says, don't know what she would say. As she takes the lasso off him, as you know, Starfire takes Izuku, and she's like, I need to take you back to the Teen Titans headquarters." And she's like, "You could fly, right? If not, Raven could do something about it." As he's like, "No, I could fly." Good. Now don't try to do anything crazy. Mother for as before they leave, as Izuku's mother's, remember, son, sweetheart, I forbid you to kill anyone else. As he looks back, fine, mother, I won't. As don't kill them. I forbid it. They're gonna be taking care of you for right now. You listen to Starfire. He's like, yes, mother, be good. He's like, very well, mother, I will. As they fly off, as we're going to stop it there because we're almost at an hour. So yeah, I better stop it here before I have to delete everything off my phone. So hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones. All right, bye.